Y'all, these cat hags tried to cancel me. And it all went down in, you guessed it, some Facebook groups. They were called Purebred Snobs and Cat Snobbery. Of course, that's what they were called. So I just started recording this podcast, okay? I've been thinking about this. I've been brewing over it for a few days since this all went down. And I really want to say their names. I want to put it out there. And the more I talk about this during this podcast recording I'm doing, the madder I'm going to get. And I might just name drop so that anybody who is subscribed to my podcast or stumbles across this today or in the future, because the podcast will be here forever, and I have a pretty decent amount of subscribers to the podcast, you guys will know who the hags are out there. They will try to cancel you. They're out to get you. So let me fill you in on the story. Oh, and this episode is all about the tea and a little bit of words of wisdom. So I've been thinking about doing a raffle for a kitten for like 2 years, okay? I've been thinking about it. I'm like, this would be such a good idea because lots of people comment and they message me, and, they're always talking about how they just cannot afford a Maine Coon, but it's the cat of their dreams and they would really love one. And so, I'm always like, man, I could do a raffle. It's like a good opportunity for people that couldn't otherwise afford kittens, especially my kittens, because I'm expensive, to get a chance to get a Sassy Coon's Maine Coon kitten. But nobody's ever really done a raffle. I mean, I've seen like here or there, raffles, and they don't go off well. I mean, I guess because like the following isn't large enough for the breeder to sell enough tickets. So I've been thinking about it and like putting it together in my head for at least 2 years. And I decided that this Christmas, I'm going to do a raffle. I'm going to raffle off one of my kittens, and someone is going to get the best Christmas present ever. So I choose the kitten, I prepare his webpage, I write down all of the details about the raffle. Now, here it is. I was charging $95 for a raffle ticket. It was to include the kitten, which I usually sell for $5,500 to sometimes $6,000. Just depends. I have different levels, if you will. I was going to do everything that I normally do for my kittens, the health certificate, the vaccinations, neuter him, the whole bit. Okay, they're getting everything a normal buyer would get. And I was going to deliver the kitten to the person's airport. So, delivery included. Honestly, I had no idea what was going to come of this raffle, if I was going to sell any tickets at all, or if I was going to sell enough to, cover my cost of things. I just didn't know. But in my head, I said, okay, so I'm going through with this. Even if I sell one ticket, like, I just want to put this out there. I just want to do this. So I had the page ready on my website, okay? And then I was getting ready to launch it. I was to launch it on December the 8th. That was my day that I was going to make it live, and you could start buying tickets. And I was going to do videos and emails and market and all the stuff to sell my raffle tickets. Meanwhile, I did a video on TikTok I was just showing my litter of kittens, okay? I have a litter of 6 kittens. 5 of them are gingers, and I have one little oddball. He's blue. And I put video out on TikTok with no intent. And it freaking went viral, okay? It's currently up to 5.4 million views. Well, when that happened, my website it got about 70,000 visitors in one day from the video. And that happened continuously for about 4 days in a row. My website was just completely going bonkers from this video that was unrelated to the raffle. But now all these people are seeing the raffle that was planned to start in a couple of days. Well, what happens when a video goes viral is everybody sees it. Like 5.4 million people is a lot of people. And, TikTok starts showing it to people that are similar to me or talk about similar things. So all the breeders, they get my video. And they end up on my website and they see the raffle. Which, by the way, was not a secret. I mean, I'm fully transparent. I put it all out there. It's for the public. Someone watches the video, goes to my website, and then goes to the group, Purebred Snobs, and posts the link in this group that has 30-something thousand members of snobs, okay? Keyword snobs. 30,000 of these fuckers. And they also post it in Cat Snobbery, which has another 7,000, I think, or 9,000. I don't know. More snobs. So now we're dealing with about 40,000 plus snobs. So I had a limit on my raffle tickets. I put a limit of 250 tickets. I had no idea how many I was going to sell. I just said, okay, that's the limit. I have all kinds of theories behind why I did that. But yes, do the math, pull out your calculator, and calculate how much I would have made on the raffle. It was $23,000. So December 8th comes. My raffle goes live at 8 a.m. Within 6 hours, I've sold 150 tickets. The cat hags are losing their fucking minds. They're losing their minds right now because I'm going to make all of this money on one kitten. How fucking unethical is this? How unethical am I to do this? They can't believe it. Okay, meanwhile, I'm trying to keep up with the comments on this viral video. I don't even know, by the way, guys, I don't even know that this is happening in these two groups yet. I don't even know about it. They're over there having a heyday. I don't even know. Okay, I'm not part of the snobbery group. I'm not a snob. So someone commented on my TikTok and said, hey, did you know, just want to make you aware that raffles are illegal in the state of Florida. So I'm like, oh boy, what the fuck? So I go research it, and sure enough, raffles are prohibited in the state of Florida and Hawaii. It's considered gambling. I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of anything illegal. So I'm gone. I'm taking it down. I cancel it. It's gone. You can't buy a ticket anymore. And I'm trying to oh boy, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. I've got to let everybody know. What am I going to do? I need a process here to, cancel this whole thing. So I sleep on it. I wake up the next morning and I give everybody a refund. All 148 people get a refund of their $95. The raffle's off. I'm not doing it. It's over. I hop over to my messages, and someone in the snobbery groups has caught wind of these conversations going on about me. They are in my group, so they are part of this no judgment zone. They're part of the anti-cat hag movement. And they send me screenshots of the entire conversations, all these threads. And these cat hags are out. They're out for blood. They are coming at me with nothing but a true vengeance and hatred. And they're all teaming up together, and they want to report me. They want to report me for doing the raffle because it's illegal, and they're really mad that I'm making this much money on a kitten. And then they start picking apart every damn thing else. Everything. I'm telling you, everything that is about Sassy Coons and me, they're freaking dissecting it and tearing it apart and criticizing everything. They hate me, y'all. They freaking hate me. Which I'm not surprised. I know that. But I start noticing the names of people that are commenting in these threads, and 75% of them are fucking cat hags that I've already kicked out of the group because they were cat hags. So I read these threads, 3 or 4 or 5 times, and I shared them with my daughter, and I showed them to my husband, and I showed them to a couple of my friends that are cat breeders, and they're in my head, okay? They're getting in my head a little bit. I'm feeling stressed out right now. Like, wow. Like, I ain't even worried about the raffle anymore because I canceled it, and I know that I'm good there because I canceled the thing, and I'm not going to, do anything prohibited. But now I've got to think about these people, these women, these cat hags, these snobs that can't mind their own business. That's the problem with cat hags. They are all in my business. They want to report me to Tika, and they want to call the state of Florida Department of Gaming and report me, and they want to report me, and they're trying to get me shut down. They're trying to cancel me. These cat hags were trying to cancel me. What kind of person tries to do that to someone? What kind of person? Okay, first, let's make a few things clear. And hopefully you cat hags are listening. What I do in my cattery is not your business. How much I charge for my kittens is not your business. How I market my kittens is not your business. If I have a group where I teach people how to market their business, that ain't your business either. My group that I have, that I kick you out of because you're a cat hag, that ain't your business. Nothing that I do or that anybody else as a cat breeder does is any of your business. Why does everyone think that they need to govern each other in the cat breeding business? Why does everyone think that they're better than everybody else in the cat breeding business? Why do these cat hags look down their nose at everybody? They're stuck in their little Facebook group bubbles. It's a little bubble of death. And I guess they think, because they're in there in social media and they're talking about someone, and in this case, it happens to be me, but it's not me all the time or every day. It was just that day. It's always somebody, though, that they're always talking about, and they're bad-mouthing them, and they're criticizing them, and they're trying to tear them down, and they're trying to fear them out of being a breeder, and they're making them think that they're doing things wrong, and they're making them feel like they're not deserving to even be a part of this space. They're doing this in these Facebook groups, and the reach is not very far. These Facebook groups are very negative, and when something like that is posted, it just lasts for it's just a little blip in time, and everybody gets in on the drama and the tea, and they thrive on that negativity, and then you scroll and it's gone and you forget about it by the next day. But it leaves people affected. It leaves you thinking, am I doing something that I shouldn't be? I don't think that, because I know I'm not. I know that this is a free market and I'm free to do what I want, and it's none of you cat hags' business what I'm doing. But people do message me and they talk to me and they tell me that it does affect them. It affects them in a bad way. It messes with your psyche. It messes with your mental health. It messes with your positivity and your willingness to succeed and to be what you want to be. You cat hags, y'all mess with people, and it's not funny. I've got pretty thick skin. I've been in the public eye and been an internet marketer and a social media, marketer, and a educator for a long time. Since 2009, I've been doing this. Not in the cat space, but, online. So I know that things that I do don't resonate with everybody, and I'm fine with that. In fact, I do it on purpose. Everything that I do is by design, and it's with intent. Everything that I do is very tactful and well thought out. So I'm not out here just willy-nillying around coming up with crazy shit. It's very thought out. It's very intentional. And as long as y'all are talking about me, then it's working. So if you're a cat breeder and you're new or you're not new, and you find yourself being a part of a conversation in a Facebook group by a bunch of cat hags, here's some things. Here's some words of advice that I want to give you. If you don't have thick skin like me and you can't let it just roll off your back and know that behavior like that from your peers is really just a sign of immaturity and maybe some jealousy, some envy. I'm not sure. I can never, it's such a phenomenon why cat breeders act the way they do. I can't fully comprehend it myself, and I think I'm done trying, and then something else comes up. But don't let the cat hags stop you. Don't let them fear you into crumbling and bowing down to their beliefs. You're your own person. You're independent. And we are free in this world and in this market to do whatever we want to. We don't have to go with the narrative that all of these cat breeders push, okay? We don't have to do that. We're all independent. In fact, I think that walking in the same direction of the herd is kind of limiting. It limits your belief system, and it limits your opportunity to grow as a person and to grow as a business and to grow as a breeder. So the cat hags tried to cancel me, but they're irrelevant to the people that support my business and that make me successful. And that is my audience. That is my buyers. That's the people who are interested in my cattery and interested in my kittens. It's not the breeders, y'all. I don't do this for the breeders. I don't do what I do with my Maine Coon cats for the breeders. I'm not here to please them. Little side note, that viral video that I posted on TikTok of my little ginger litter, it resulted in 180 applications in 2 days. 180, okay? 180 freaking kitten applications. So my point is, it doesn't matter what the cat hags are saying about me. And it doesn't matter what they say about you. You can do what you do and let them watch you rise to the top and wonder how you did it. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done with my story, and I decided I'm not going to call the names out as much as I want to. I'm just not going to stoop to the dirty, low down, haggy level that those people do. I'm not going to talk bad about anybody specifically. I'm going to talk about them generally. The cat hags are the driving force behind Cat Breeder Sensei. They are the ultimate reason that I started that business. And when I read the list of names of people that are participating in that thread in those two snob groups, I know that I made the right decision by kicking them out of mine. Thank you for listening to the Cat Breeder Sensei Says podcast today. I hope you make good choices out there. You guys take care.